Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I know you're thinking that I suck at this because I do kind of suck at this. I'm not very consistent with my video making, but I'm trying to change it. Today I'm gonna start a cookie series. So what I'm gonna do today is I'm gonna start a series of cookies. I'm going to do like videos of how to make different kind of cookies that I know how to make, that I enjoy eating, that other people I know enjoy eating. And I'm gonna start with chocolate chip because that's just, you know, a basic cookie that everyone loves. Who doesn't love a chocolate chip cookie? You tell me. So they're super easy, and I'm gonna show you how you can make like fat ones versus like thin ones, because you know people have their cookie preferences. I get it. This should not take that long at all. So let's just get started. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna have to sift together flour, baking soda, and salt, and I'm gonna sift it into a bowl. I'm trying something different. I'm gonna like measure with y'all and all that stuff. So flour is 1.5 cups. Be gentle for my people so you think I have some class. Some people will get like a knife and like level off everything perfectly. I don't. So 1.5 cups of flour. And a teaspoon of baking soda, not baking powder, baking soda. Do this. Make a mess. And you know me, I'm the person who doesn't care if it's salted or unsalted butter, and the same thing goes for this recipe. I am gonna use unsalted butter, so I do need to use the salt that's necessary. If you're using salted butter because that's what you have, that's fine, just don't use the salt. So it's just gonna be 1/2 teaspoon of salt, regular table salt, iodized, regular schmegular salt. I don't know what would happen if you use sea salt. If you do and it turns out like garbage, let me know. But I don't really use this to cook. I just use this for baking. Anyways, that's 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And then I'm just gonna sift it all into a bowl. I really hate sifting. I don't know what the importance of it is really, but I know that if you don't do it, it can really like ruin your recipes. So just sift, y'all. Okay, sifted all of that together in a separate bowl. Next, we're gonna cream together our butter and our sugar. So it's 1 stick of butter. I have unsalted. Over here, though, yeah, over here. This is my egg. We're gonna need an egg. I use room temperature stuff when I bake, so there's my room temperature egg. 1 stick of butter and brown sugar. We're gonna do 1/2 cup of packed. So packed means like you don't just like even it out like that. You like smush it in and fit as much sugar as you possibly can in the measuring cup. So you just use your fingers and smush it in. Of course you washed your hands before you started this, right? Okay, good. Okay, 1/2 cup of brown sugar. And it's kind of strange, but it's 6 tablespoons of white sugar. What that does, I couldn't tell you. So we're just gonna measure 6 tablespoons of regular sugar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And use the paddle attachment, not the whisk, and let it go until it's like super creamy. When all's said and done, it should look like it's well bound together, I guess. Let me show you a little something. It should look like this. Like Play-Doh. Is it Play-Doh? I don't know. It's butter, sugar, all together, blended beautifully. Next thing you're gonna do, you're gonna add your vanilla. This is baking vanilla, not vanilla extract. Come for me if you want. I don't care. It's cheaper and it does the same thing. So yeah, a teaspoon of it, a teaspoon of vanilla, and the 1 egg. Again, I use room temperature stuff because that's just how I was taught. Pretty sure you could do a cold egg, but there's an egg. Don't come for me about putting eggshells in my garbage disposal. I am a renter, not an owner, so I don't care. Blend that together until the egg is combined with the sugar and the butter. And then the next thing you're gonna wanna do, doesn't take long to combine those two together, is the stuff we sifted. Just add a little bit at a time. This is kind of the important part. I think the most important part, not to over mix in the flour because your cookies get weird. So just go at like a medium lowish speed until you can get all of the flour to combine. It should start to look like dough. It'll be slightly chunky. Hold and I'll give you an example of what it's going to look like. Okay. Flour in there. Okay, so once your dough is together, I literally just mean mix it in the mixer until it's together. So I'm always spilling stuff on my counter. It's just like together. You can't tell the difference between the butter and the sugar that was before the flour, etc., etc. The last thing you're gonna do is you're going to want to do the chocolate chips. So you don't beat in the chocolate chips, you just stir them in. You can use this rubber spatula, a wooden spoon, whatever you want. Live your life. Do you have some originality? Just, you know, maybe don't use your hands. So you just want to scrape down the edges of your bowl. Okay, so typically I would say it's like 2-ish cups of chocolate chips, but it's chocolate chips. So if you want chocolatey cookies, put a lot of chocolate chips. If you don't want chocolate cookies, don't. The higher quality chocolate you use, obviously you're tasting that, so your cookies are gonna be better. I like to use Ghirardelli semi-sweet, and I found today, when I went to go buy chocolate chips, I found something pretty cool. I found premium baking grand chips. I'm assuming it means these are like ginormous, maybe. I don't know. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's a pretty big chip. I don't remember what. I mean, they so good. I'm gonna sit on my couch and enjoy them. That's why I'm in these sweatpants. So I'm just gonna like. This bag is 11 ounces. There's a little left in there, and then you just mix it all together. Until you feel like you have a good dough to chocolate ratio. And then like that's it. Like that's chocolate chip cookie dough. I'm gonna eat this. Cause like I'm stronger than salmonella. Period poo. Okay. I guess I didn't have to buy 2 bags of these. I don't know why I thought I was gonna need to buy 2 bags. Maybe I thought I was gonna make like a copious amount of chocolate chip cookies. I don't know. Oh, this is gonna be so good. Use the whole bag because like, what are you gonna do with them later? Even though frozen chocolate chips are actually a bomb snack. Like if you put a bag of chocolate chips in the freezer and like munch on them, I think something about the frozenness makes them extra crunchy. Fire. Okay, so this is it. Let me show you how I like my chocolate to dough ratio to be. Boom! Lots of chocolate, good amount of dough, but you know. I use a cookie scoop. to put them onto the baking sheet. Don't spray it. Don't bake no cookies and spray the pan with pan. That ain't what we do around here. So I use a cookie scoop. This is actually technically like a mini size cookie scoop. Wait, let me get my YouTuber on. This is a now I can't even speak. Try again. Sure. This is a medium-sized cookie scoop. I personally like my cookies bigger than that, so I'm gonna make them bigger than that. I'm gonna use 2 scoops and just scoop them into my hand, my 2 scoops, and roll them together. Wow. And put them on a silicone baking mat. Okay, that's one way you can do it. Roll it together, leave it in the perfect ball. The next thing you can do is you can flatten it out a little bit. So roll it together like that. And then instead of just plopping it on as like a ball, you can squish it down between your hands just a little and then put it down. That's gonna give you like a flatter cookie and not so fat and thick. But some people like thick cookies like they like their women, and some people like thin cookies like they like their women. So make your cookies how you like your women or your men. I'm not here to judge. It's not my, you could be a chub chaser because I'm chubby. So I wish someone would come chub chase me. But instead I feel like I always feel like I gotta lose weight. I gotta work on my relationship with food, y'all. So because I'm making them bigger than the standard scoop, I'm not gonna put 12 on a pan. If you're just gonna do regular size cookies, you can fit 12 to a pan. Also, if you're gonna do regular size cookies, you can bake them for about 12-ish minutes and they'll be good to go. The bigger ones, I would say, like, this is gonna sound super weird, 13, 14. Keep an eye on them. When you take cookies out, they continue to cook. So kind of like brownies, right? Brownies tend to look underdone. Let me make another flat one so I can show you guys the contrast. All right, and like that's it. Chocolate cookies, putting them in the oven at 350, depending on how you did it. If you made them big like I did, I'm gonna say like 14-ish minutes, 13, 14 minutes. Keep an eye on them. If you made them regular size, I would say like 10 to 12 minutes. And then when they're out, we'll show you the difference between me and my entourage. I will show you the difference between leaving your cookies in a ball when you put them down versus flattening them out. Yeah. All right, y'all. So cookies are done. They're so, chef's kiss for sure. The bottoms are perfectly brown. That's what you want. I want to show you the difference between the ones that we smushed and the ones that we didn't smush. So you can decide if you like your smushed. Bigger cookie, fatter cookie. Live your life. Do what you want to do with these cookies. But I like the flat ones better, not the thick ones. And I like the chocolate though. Wait, you all. This is fire. Anyways, cookies series video 1. I'm choking. Cookie series video 1 completed. Chocolate chip cookies. Recipe in the description box below. If you want to give it a shot, highly recommend. And yeah, we'll see what cookies come next after this one. If you haven't already, please do subscribe. We love the love here. Please comment, share this page with someone. I'm so distracted, I just want to eat this. But anyways, I appreciate you guys so much for sticking with me as I try to figure out how often and how I'm going to actually manage to do this with my actual life. So be safe, be kind, and don't forget to subscribe. And I will see you sooner rather than later. Peace.